Imperium, it is a pleasure to speak to, particularly as we never did get that opportunity at Bloodstock 2022 because of, well, time, basically. You were busy, I was busy. It just didn't work out. How are you doing today?
Yeah, mate, wicked. All good.
Just trying to get my camera started. Like, Ben, you are so clear on your camera. It's making me jealous.
I think we're still on a bit of a come down after what happened at Bloodstock. So, you know, we were on a massive high. So we had a really good time. Yeah,
it's been cool. I don't know if we've come down yet. I'm still up there, man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
There's loads going on.
It's difficult going from a 3-day festival back to work the next day, back to reality, you know. It was almost depressing, but yeah, like Ben said, I still feel like a bit of a buzz going on, so still happy so far.
Good. I mean, it is an escape from reality, but as I said, before we look forward, let's take a look back at us that Bloodstock a few weeks back. Your triumphant New Blood set, one of the most talked about of the weekend. I don't know if you've noticed that as reviews and people have been commenting has come in, but my God, people have been talking about Imperium show at Bloodstock. Now the dust has settled on the fest. How do you reflect on the show and the opportunity you had?
Oh, mate, it's kind of crazy because, you know, we're just playing our music and banging it out and just having as much fun as possible up there whilst we're doing it. And it's so cool for people to notice that. Like, one of the coolest things that I think someone said is like, I think that dude Paul said it hard when we were chatting to him after the set, and he was like, the best thing for me is that I can see you having fun up there.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I think, you know, hopefully it shows that it's five like good mates just having a laugh up there, and that's exactly what, you know, we want to come across.
Yeah, no,
it's incredible just hearing comments just like that. You know, like Ben said, there were some people that came up to us after the shows. We weren't expecting it at all. Just like the positive feedback, the positive reviews. It was just really a really special experience for us.
Yeah,
an incredible stage as well.
Yeah, it was a sick opportunity, man. I mean, we smashed it out. Like, we did play really, really cool for us. You know, we handled it. The crowd was just wanting it, you know. So it was wicked to see that.
Can you remember any specific highlights of the set for you?
Yeah, mate, I think it was at the end of Ragnarok where pretty much the tent had kind of filled itself up. And there's the very ending where it's like that, almost not acoustic, but instrumental bit. And I had nothing else to do but interact with the crowd. And I remember walking over to one side and getting them to shout, and then going over to the other side and getting them, and they were all doing it. Like, and then I went everyone like that, and from the front to the back, like, people were just throwing horns, and I was like, oh my God. You know, to have the whole crowd engaged in our music is pretty cool. It's an awesome feeling.
For me, it was mainly just the interactions with the other bandmates on the stage. Like, I was trying to make an effort to go to Ben, go to Scott, go to even like James. But there's even one moment where I just try to like headbang a bit with Hardip, and I was just feeling the adrenaline kick in, so I just like give him a little kick on the leg.
Didn't take my leg out, I would have fallen over. For me, like, I kept on looking up every now and again, because you kind of like you're focusing on what you're doing, and then suddenly you're thinking, oh shit, there's like 1,000 people in front of me. But like I kept on taking the time out just to kind of take in a moment. You know, the crowd were very engaged. There was, you know, we had a mosh pit in the middle, circle pit going on. It was just such a great experience.
Sick.
30 minutes flew by, flies by in the New Blood 10. It's incredible. Now, after the fact, you can reflect and you can think and you can see and hear from people that it was a spectacular show. But during it, did you get the vibes? Did you feel like you were doing something special, that you were doing something that was going to be remembered?
Straight up. I think me and we finished our first song, Desperate Screams, which is our newest song. And we like putting that at the beginning and making it hard for ourselves for some reason. But when we finished that, I remember walking up to the drum kit, and Hardit did as well. And we both sort of did this like kiddie. We were so excited. It was like we did this little jump together. It was like, yeah, it was sick. It just, you know, when you bang out one of the songs that you've kind of created not so long ago, and you feel that it went, you know, at that time 100%. That's a feeling. And yeah, the crowd was just loving it by the looks of it, and from what we've heard. So it's good.
Does it make you determined to get back to Bloodstock and play those bigger stages?
From the minute after, we just wanted to, get back in the studio. We want to write more songs. You know, yeah, hopefully have the opportunity to play there again one day. And yeah, as you said, just play the bigger stage, bigger crowd.
It's a good festival as well. So we're all we were having a chat from the organizers. It's just you feel a good vibe with everyone over there. It doesn't feel like any other festival. It's just like it's not as big as like Download would be, but in a way I kind of preferred that. Just felt like there was just good people, and we just bumped into some people that we recognize from the metal scene, like from other bands or other recorders, things like that. So just overall, it's a great vibe. So yeah, who wouldn't mind playing there again?
You know it. Yeah, it's like that thing, isn't it? You walk off stage and you're like, we're kind of quite hard on ourselves as a band. I don't know if we're all perfectionists, but I know you are hard. But it's like I walked off that stage and my adrenaline was so like powerful. As soon as we got in the car with all our kit, I was like, right, next step then, we got to start doing it's like, okay, what's next? Because we've just smashed that. We've got to do the next thing. We're very much thinking forwards like that, I think.
Well, you've seen it yourself. There seems to be two paths for bands that get through Metal to the Masses, as you did in one of the hardest runs as well, the London one, and then play the New Blood. You either see this as the highest point of your career and then promptly disappear, or you push on and become one of the bands that end up playing the selfie stage a couple of years down the line, or even further along on the main stage. It's all about capitalizing on the momentum of Bloodstock. For you, Imperium, what does that entail?
I think really with that, it's literally just showing that, you know, it's even without doing it, it's showing that we're moving and continuing that momentum. So right now, our main focus is to get more music out there, because we've, at this current period, if you go on Spotify, we've got 3 songs. So to achieve what we've done is pretty good. But the thing that's daunting for us is, right, we've got 3 songs. We're about to release the 4th one on Spotify, for example, but the EP's now out. But even after that, there's 4 songs. I get my numbers mixed up. So more music, create the momentum, continue what we're doing. I think Hardit would say as well, like okay, cool, we've done that, we've smashed that, but let's expect a dip, but continue the drive.
I think we said that straight away. Like after we finished our set, we said, look, let's enjoy the weekend, enjoy the hype, but come Monday, let's kind of get level-headed again, do what we do. We meet up on a regular basis, just as stay practiced and try and create more. We're already on the verge of trying to book some more studio time to get these new songs out. We're aware, as Ben just said, we've only got a few songs out there, and for people to, they want to hear more. They can't at the moment, so we need to kind of make that happen ASAP and build on the hype that we've got at the moment from Bloodstock.
Yeah, there's definitely some stuff that we can work on that we were discussing. At the moment, obviously, the main part is keep writing new material, keep doing gigs, keep engaging the fans. But stuff like PR or marketing is our areas that we're trying to get better at. So we recognize that there's some things that we can improve on, and just working our way through it.
Well, that element is such an important aspect of being in a band these days. The modern part of being in a band, it's not about sales. It's not about that aspect of things. It's about likes and follows and subs and you name it. That aspect of being in a band, is it something that you think overall Imperium are good at? Is it something what direction you need to go in to improve?
I think so. I think we've been learning as we go along. And, every time we kind of reach that next level, we kind of look into what we need to do, try and become as much experts as we can. And so far so good. But, there's a lot more to learn, a lot more connections to be made, I'm sure.
So that's the thing, isn't it? It's literally like, I think what we're quite good at as a band as well is really analysing what people are doing wrong.
Right.
Like sometimes, and just sort of going, ah, shit, so that happened. Okay, why? Let's work on that. Let's not do that. You know, because I think it's human nature to work out what you're doing, the better route from what people are, what's happened wrong, if you know what I mean, to go to make it right. So just keeping a real good eye and hearing really good advice from solid contacts is cool.
I think we've had a bit of help from the people at Bloodstock as well, for the likes of like Mick Wood and stuff like that. You know, pointed us in the right direction, or they're helping us point us in the right direction. So we appreciate that from everyone that we met at Bloodstock.
I mean, that to clarify, that's after we won Metal to the Masses.
yeah.
But yeah, no, after that, he's been awesome, you know. And there's a few people that are really sort of saying, do this or don't do that, you know.
All the help you can possibly get, because it's such a complex world that I don't think there's any band, even ones with the massive funds they might have available to them, that can find the perfect algorithm and way to approach it, because it consistently changes and adapts over time, that you're always playing catch up. So any little thing you can do, any little help you can get, it's so important.
100%.
Of course, yeah.
Definitely.
So the here and now, you've mentioned a few times, of course, debut self-titled EP, effectively the most important thing right now in Imperium's world, because it's there. It's going to be fully available 3rd of September, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This Saturday. 3 days.
Yeah, so it's almost there. And it's a great showcase. It's an immense EP, reviewed over on the site. Loved it, of your groovy and freshy metal sound. So with this EP, it was quite important just to kind of get it out, so you've got this thing that people can tangibly grab hold of, listen to, and know this is what you are before you start moving forward, and to complement your live show.
Yeah. I mean, are you saying, is it? Oh yeah, massively. Jesus. I mean, we've got so many songs that we've got completed for us to it's like almost frustrating to not have more out. But yeah, to show now that the crowd interaction, for example, with Here Comes the Night, we've had that song out for quite a while. And we're not playing fools to anyone. We know that song's been out a long time, but we wanted to do the singles justice, bring them out on an EP. Yeah, we've got a small group of people that know these songs already, because we've been playing them a while, but we wanted to do it justice and get it out there to the rest of the world before we pretend we're ready to release albums here, you know. But it's massive. So the more people that now understand there's an EP out, all the hype we've created from releasing it, you know, we can now go and play shows where people can sing back, you know, Here Comes the Night. And that's the coolest thing ever. We've done this thing where we've just said, look, we're not rushing what we're doing. There is no point in rushing it. So we'll take our time, we'll release when we release, and we make it work when we make it work. And, you know, I'm very much a two-footed person, but Hardip and, you know, a couple of the other lads, even Raf, they're very much like, chill. so it's a wicked mix, this band, of trying to get the right thing to happen at the right time. So yeah, the release that we're about to do is monumental for us, because we're able to play it in front of good crowds and bang our songs out whilst showing everyone what's coming.
Yeah,
cool.
To add on to that, I think it's also good because like Ben mentioned, Here Comes the Night is a classic we've been playing live for quite some time before we recorded it. But I feel like as a band, you have to build not only like your live presence, but your online presence as well. So for us, it's just important to get the good ones that we can out as soon as possible, so we can have that, build upon that online presence, and at the same time keep writing new music, keep playing new songs at new gigs, and go from there.
I mean, as a person that's kind of new to you guys, and obviously then experiencing the EP without really knowing the singles beforehand, it was a great introductory area for me, and then attach that to, of course, the Bloodstock show and the future as well.
Cool.
You know, right now you're absolutely on spectacular form, and it's, as we said, it's all about momentum.
Cheers, man.
But as a band, for you guys as a group, what is the biggest challenge you think you face when it comes to breaking out of the UK underground scene, and how do you plan to overcome it?
I think cash.
Yeah, money.
I feel like you need to invest quite a lot in order to make a band work. It's not just like buying the instruments and buying the equipment, but it's also, like I said, now if you want to get some marketing, some PR done, some albums out, some songs recorded, it all requires quite a hefty cash injection. Obviously, like everyone from the band contributes. We're not at a stage yet where we're earning enough, so much from gigs that we can actually put it back into the band. But obviously, there's other things you can do, like sell merch, sell T-shirts, things like that. But that takes cash, upfront cash at first to get the stuff out. So I think that's something that every band is struggling with. But that's definitely, like, I would say, one of the points that's slowing us down a little bit, if that makes sense. But I think it's the same for everyone.
Yeah, you're right though, Matt.
Unless you have really rich parents, that pay for your Facebook likes.
Yeah, everything's just mad loot. It's crazy to get something done right. It's that much extra. You can get it done, but do you want to do it twice, or do you want to do it once and it really work? So that's I think that's our. What do you say, Nard?
Yeah, no, exactly that. Unfortunately, it does come down to the money side. Even where we are now, effectively we're still a small time band, but to get to the next level, to get more crowd, more get our music out there, we have to pump some more money in there. But that comes from doing more gigs and trying to sell our merch.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of them ones that will easily work its way out. But apart from that, I don't know. We don't really want problems in the band, do we? So we just.
Oh, we get along quite well together.
Yeah.
It sounds very corny, but I think Ben, you mentioned that people were saying like we look like we were having fun on stage. That's the main thing, at least to me, is that it's like I get to play a gig with my 4 friends.
Yeah.
Enjoy the weekend. I'm not thinking about how much we make from the gig or how much we're spending on hotels or on drinks. It's just like great, Saturday we get to travel somewhere outside of London, play with the boys, and then go to Spoons together. It's that's the fun part. So I think like enjoying the whole journey and the process of it is important, especially if things are going slow or if things don't work. You got to make sure that you're at least having a good time.
Yeah,
friends.
And that is incredibly infectious, not just when you're on stage, but even speaking to you here. It seems like you're enjoying yourself. You're enjoying what you're doing, whether it be playing live, making the music, putting an EP out, planning for the future. That is infectious to people that follow you. They see your happiness and want to be part of it. So keep that up, basically.
Oh, man. Yeah, cheers. That's cool. That's good to hear.
I would definitely do that with people that come to see us after the gigs. We buy them beers. So it's getting expensive now.
Come on, people, let's reverse the roles. We buy you a drink. You've got a t-shirt as well on Bandcamp, which is, of course, the EP cover. Small things, go pick that up, help support Imperium doing what they're doing. And talking of which, then, guys, going forward, what does the rest of 2022 look like for you? And do you have any plans in place for 2023 that you can talk about?
Again, we're going back into the writing phase, start again, basically. And we're going to try and book some studio time for early 2023. And as I said, just try and push from the hype that we've got at the moment. We don't want to let it settle. So keep the momentum up with new songs.
Gigs wise, we've got,
get some more gigs booked up.
We've got the end of this month, we've got 17th in Derby. Yeah. We're headlining a Road to Derby Alt Fest, which is cool. There's a couple of New Blood bands playing as well, which would be a cool gig. After that, we've got I think
October, right?
Fighting Cocks for 29th of October for Halloween. I think the 20th of October we're in the Dev in Camden, and at the end of the year, December sometime, we're playing Coach and Horses in London as well. So a few things, and then next year we've got Breaking Bands Festival, Alt Festival, Coville Metal Invasion.
Yeah, a few things to look forward to, isn't there?
Just like we got some stacked stuff. So we're just trying to dig into the festival scene a bit more. But obviously with 3 songs, that's always going to be an issue. But we just got to show them our what we got coming.
Listen, there's nothing more spectacular than to hear that you have stuff lined up, you have plans in the work, you have a clear direction and goal that you're aiming for. I look forward to coming back this way in a year's time and seeing what's going on then. But for now, keep riding that Bloodstock wave. Imperium, you guys are awesome. Bloodstock was awesome. Thank you so much for taking the time to do this.
Thank you. Cheers, Carl.
Thank you, Carl.
Cheers.
Thank you very much for watching. If you liked what you saw, please help us out by giving us a thumbs up and hitting that subscribe button. If you really liked what you saw, consider donating to keep the website and channel running by buying us a coffee via our coffee page or picking up some merch from our Big Cartel store. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as via our social media, Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, as well as listen to our interviews via SoundCloud, Apple Music and Spotify. Just search for GBHBL. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?